It's the first road trip of the season in Ohio Valley Conference play for Coach Neil Macdonald. Jacksonville State ladies go to Tennessee Martin, play Friday night, and then a Sunday afternoon contest at Southeast Missouri State. Open OVC play, I should say, last weekend, Eastern Kentucky and Morehead State. EKU gets a goal early in the second half, then you go overtime. Morehead State, 2 tough losses. I tell you, those are the kind, I guess, as a coach that stick with you for a day or two, don't they?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, we were disappointed with our performances last weekend, and I actually felt that we haven't played. That was the worst performance we've had all year, really, in both games, and we struggled, particularly on Friday night. I felt like to compete for the ball, particularly in the first half. Second game, I felt like we played reasonably well at times, and we created some chances. We just didn't take them, and of course, double overtime they got us.
Having such a young team, we've talked about it, no seniors, and the start of conference play and a lot of freshmen getting playing for you as well. You think that had something to do with it, maybe?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, we don't want to have excuses, but I think that we need to learn from the experience last weekend and realise that there's a grind to playing in your league, and we need to step up our intensity a little bit. I think, again, the quality of, in the back line is good. We're being fairly creative getting into the final part of the field. We're struggling with our final ball, struggling to finish chances when we get them. So that's what our focus has been all week.
Could that be pressing a little bit too hard to get something going there and try to score quickly or score early, and then when you don't, then the pressure builds a little bit?
I think so. I mean, we certainly haven't been scoring freely all season, and sometimes that kind of starts to affect your mentality a little bit, and so all we can do is just keep working at it, and we have been all week. We've continued to work on our final ball and trying to get in behind, creating those opportunities to score goals, and I've been very impressed with the girls. Again, we've had probably 5 or 6 extra sessions this week, either individual sessions or small group sessions, where players are coming in. They want to get better. They want to keep working on the things that we need to work on, and that's really pleasing as a coach to be working with a group that is that committed.
This will be the first time that your week's been sort of turned upside down. I mean, different routine this week, going on the road, changing some things. Who knows? Maybe that'll work for you.
It might, and you never know. And I think that honestly, the girls, we're a little bit inconsistent at times, but and again, whether that's to do with the fact that we're young, but across the board, I don't really have any complaints with their approach to things. I think they're very committed, and I think that we'll bounce back this weekend.
A victory, that first victory in OVC play, might get you off and going then, and string together a few after that, gain some confidence.
I think so, and like Sid mentioned, we had a great session yesterday, and we saw us having success in the session of getting in behind, of creating good chances, and that was really pleasing. So it's just a matter of building our confidence, and as you say, just getting maybe that little break might turn things around a little bit.
Thanks, sir. Good luck on the road trip.
Appreciate it.
Gamecocks on the road Friday at Tennessee Martin, Sunday afternoon, 1 o'clock, Southeast Missouri State for Jacksonville State Soccer. Jacksonville State Soccer gets ready for the first OVC road trip of the season. Ladies hitting the road here for a weekend getaway, if you will, in Ohio Valley Conference play. Sydney Keller, sophomore from Grissom High School in Huntsville, is our guest, and I'm going to sit a little bit farther away from her since she's a defender and a little bit of a banger out there on the field. Well, no, you can't do that, can you? Last year, you played started all but one match and played in all games last year, coming in as a true freshman. How has last year's experience helped you now in your sophomore season?
It's definitely prepped me for the speed of the play, for the games, and just how much more aggressive people are and bigger. So that's helped me definitely this year.
So it was an adjustment as far as the speed of the game from high school to college? Yeah,
it was a big adjustment. I mean, I'm still pretty much one of the biggest out there, so that wasn't too hard to match up against, but I mean, it's a completely different level of play.
I can't imagine anybody being more aggressive. That's all I hear about you is how aggressive you are out there. All your teammates talk about that. Surely there's not anybody more aggressive than you on the field, is there?
Yeah, I get knocked around a good bit.
Yeah, but you get it back, don't you?
I try to.
Your dad played hockey. Does that carry over to you playing soccer and being an enforcer time?
I think a lot of it was I have 3 brothers, and so, I mean, I didn't really get anything growing up. I just had to fight for my own, and so that definitely.
Are you the baby?
No, I'm the second oldest.
But you handled your brothers okay, right?
Yeah, I'm bigger than them too, so.
2 tough losses last weekend, 2 very close games and tough losses. How do you bounce back from that now this week?
I think we just have to be confident, and we had a really good practice yesterday, which I think really helps, and it got everybody back from, like, their spirits back, and everybody's ready to play what it looked like from yesterday, so. Is
there a difference now that you're in conference play? Could you tell a difference as far as intensity last week between obviously y'all and the opponents that you played last week as well?
Really, no, and I think that's what our problem was last weekend, is that we didn't step up the intensity at all. I mean, we just kind of stayed like how we were, and that's when you really need to bump it up, and I think that's why we had the 2 losses.
What's it like playing on the road, especially in league play?
It's kind of difficult for me, at least, because I like having the routine of getting up and going to class, and it's just kind of easier that way. But on the road, I mean, you eat as a team. We get to go watch the volleyball this weekend, which will be fun. So you get to do stuff as a team, which helps.
Now, you've had 3 shots this season. Do you want the ball? Can you tell Coach Macdonald you want the ball a little bit more?
Yeah, I get to go in for all the corner kicks, so I'm really hoping that I can get a goal out of one of them one time. So.
You had, a couple of shots last year, I think, didn't you?
Maybe a couple. Probably not many.
Ready for that first career goal, right?
Ready for it, definitely.
All right, thanks. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Sydney Keller, Jacksonville State Soccer, Ohio Valley Conference play this weekend. Our ladies on the road.